Hi, my name is Monkgore Mashara. I'm a project manager and a transformation strategist. Let's talk about a few factors to review during this global pandemic to ascertain that you're getting the most out of your business relationships and your contractual agreements. A lot of businesses are finding themselves in contracts that they cannot get out of nor get the most out of. First things first, what is a contract? A contract can be defined or described as a legal promise that binds you to deliver service or what you have agreed on through thick and thin. Many projects, either internal or external, would have a terms of reference. This is a document that clearly states the purpose of the project, the people involved in the projects, meetings to be attended, who would be attending these meetings, negotiation processes, as well as goals to be delivered at the end of the project or by the end of the project. Another document that I would advise you to look at is a service level agreement. This would explicitly state the deliverables of a project or an engagement, the conditions under which they are to be met, the compensation and mitigation for lack of delivery. In context of the COVID-19 pandemic, you will find that a lot of contractual agreements and business relationships have been affected, mostly by government action and any other implications that may arise from the actions that which we all need to comply by. What you need to do is thoroughly and carefully, preferably with a legal advisor, go through your service level agreements and your terms of reference to identify any clauses or causes that would maybe relieve you from delivering service or that would help you to get out of a contract. You would find that a lot of projects do have risk highlighted and any incidents that may occur. These may be material adverse changes that can be renegotiated. They may be force majeure, which is a superior force or an act of God, which may or may not include a pandemic. So before you rush to relieve yourself from delivering service or terminating a contract, you need to thoroughly have a look at these things and the impact that the renegotiation would have on your company or on your project. You might find in certain instances, due to government action, maybe you had equipment that can only be operated by the original manufacturer, or you needed expert services but you cannot get those at the moment. You can renegotiate with your project team and the stakeholders involved in the project. A possible break, 30 days, 90 days, depending on the nature and the urgency of the service. You may find that with your thinking hat on, it's easier to be biased towards the function on your end and the advantages that accrue from being a part of the project. But you need a legal practitioner who understands clause language to make sure that you do not implicate yourself in any way. Most force majeure cases end up as legal issues that cannot be resolved. They cost a lot to resolve and they also affect your reputation badly. So while you're going through your contractual and your business relationships, just be respectful, be nice to your client, deliver as much as you can and communicate as much as you can. I'd also say that while you're reviewing your contracts, please bear in mind that any internal additional operational costs have nothing to do with the client. Yes, they do frustrate your project, but needing to provide personal protective equipment, lunch, transport for your project team is not the client's concern. You may be able to renegotiate certain factors or the scope with your client, but do not impose additional costs, especially on your end, on the client. It may lead to conflict and it may also affect your business relations with the client. It is very important that you review your contractual agreements, and before you engage in any other new contractual agreements, you know these terms that you need to look out for. Have a reliable legal advisor who will always be able to assist you in understanding of these legal clauses and how you can negotiate to the best terms. Please deliver your best, find task dependencies that are independent of the new government actions and see what you can deliver in the meantime. It is best to over communicate with your client rather than to under communicate and hope that the legal clauses would relieve you or unburden you from your responsibility.